there's no way I could have been in that courtroom. Okay, because if she wasn't crying during that moment, I don't think I could not let out a chuckle. Bro. That motherfucker did what? What?
Hold on, where is the court? Can we go? Is it a public?
I don't want to be nowhere near that shit.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So we can go. You telling me we're not going to do one Brilliant Idiots live episode?
Oh, Lauren's been there every day.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
Lauren
out.
LaRosa goes every day.
So what is she coming back with?
Hilarity. Not stuff that she thinks is funny.
Yeah.
Stuff she's telling Unc, and Unc is like, what?
Hold on.
I'm like,
What was the craziest shit she came back with?
it was this shit right here.
Yeah, she just explains it more of like their reactions.
She told me this shit. I'm like, huh?
Is she emotional on the stand when she says it? Is Diddy there getting horny? Like, is there a way to tell if
Diddy
he's
getting
enjoying the
No,
story?
she actually said, no, Lauren did say that. Lauren said, I forgot what story Cassie told. She said Diddy was looking like,
about it.
what the fuck? It's like, Diddy, I listen, yes, you are innocent until proven guilty. But it's not much I don't think the jurors aren't going to believe.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, in all seriousness, the most damning piece of evidence in this situation is that video. Because what I'm also realizing is a lot of people don't understand what trafficking is in regards to the law.
Trafficking is some bullshit in regards to the law. If you fly a girl out to get some pussy, it's trafficking.
Well,
no, that's only being money.
Hold on.
I think money exchange has to be part of it. I think.
What they got Diddy under is this thing called the Mann Act, officially known as the White Slave Traffic Act of 1910. It's a U.S. federal law that originally made it a crime to transport women across state lines for immoral purposes. The intent of it was to combat prostitution, human trafficking, and sexual exploitation. Now, they have something called immoral purposes. They said it's a vague phrase, this vague phrase allowed the law to be used broadly, including to prosecute consensual relationships deemed inappropriate at the time. So I don't know, let's just assume stuff like anal sex, blah, blah, blah. But it was amended. So over the years, it's been narrowed to focus on coerced prostitution, sex trafficking, and exploitation involving minors. Now, here is where the coercion comes into play.
Yeah.
It's a lot of different reasons, right? Number one, Diddy was 40 years old. She was like 21, 22, something like that.
That's bullshit.
He signed her to a record contract. He had her for 10 albums. He said, hey, if you don't do X, Y, and Z, then we're not going to put your music out. The drugs, right? Having her on all of these different drugs. That's why she's taking the stand, having these conversations. And the violence.
The violence is crazy. He should be under the jail alone for what he did in the hotel.
But if she didn't do what he wanted her, if she didn't do what he wanted, what am I trying to say? If she didn't do what he wanted her to do, right?
Yeah.
Then he would get violent with her. Yeah. So that is all trafficking under the law. Now, the racketeering thing, I don't know what that comes into play. I don't even know. I don't know what the racketeering. It's only day 2, so maybe they'll unveil more of the racketeering later. The trafficking, that's gonna be hard to beat, bro, based off what we've seen in these first few days.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, I think the racketeering is just all the people around him that were supplying him with drugs, keeping quiet, like any crimes and stuff like that. So,
well, where's everybody else then?
That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. There is no way that Diddy and Cassie are the only people that know what the fuck is going on. There was a lot of people know what the fuck is going on. Well, we know who they are. And they're silent about this shit.
No, we don't know who they are because there are people being named. There are people being named in the court. Like Cassie named a couple of people.
Who?
I'm not saying their name.
That's what I'm saying. We being silent about it.